Hey YouTube, Chevy Dad 83, doing my first YouTube video, and I thought I'd go ahead and do it on my everyday carry, or EDC. There seems to be a lot of people out there doing videos on what they carry with them on a regular basis, and I spend a lot of my time watching those videos and researching and seeing what's working for people and see how that may or may not work for me. Start off, a couple of the basics. First of all, set of keys, nothing too fancy. Do carry a cold steel super edge on my key ring. Probably one of the more used knives that I have. It gets a fair amount of usage throughout the day. Nothing too special. Little Victorinox keychain knife on there as well. And I carry these keys on the D-ring attached to the 511 Tactical Tac-Light Pro pants that I wear exclusively. Nice solid D-ring, and just clip these on the pants and we're off. Cell phone, standard iPhone, nothing too fancy. I got a picture of my XD and my Espada on there. We'll get to those in a sec. Old school iPhone, original iPhone 3 that came out. Haven't had any problems with it. This one actually went through the washer and it still works just fine, so I didn't see any reason to get rid of it. Carry a wallet, kind of an interesting wallet. This is made out of a recycled rip resistant material that my folks actually got me for Christmas. Looks like shredded paper, extremely light, very, very thin. Unfortunately, it's so light that I forget that I don't have it in my pocket occasionally, and we'll leave it at work or something. Multi-tool. Recently picked up the Leatherman Wave. I really like the feature of having the blades on the outer portion of the knife, as well as having them locked in a liner lock style. Very comfortable tool to use. Nice rounded edges, very easy to manipulate. I was originally using for many years the original Leatherman multi-tool, and I really never had any reason to get rid of it, but I just really liked the new design of the Wave, so I went ahead and picked one of those up. For flashlight or lighting purposes, I carry the 4.7's Preon. This is the new model, the S2 model. Fantastic pen light, very bright. I love the different modes that are on it. Usually when I pull it out, I need to do something, I'll put it on the lower setting, and never fails you get somebody says, "Oh, that's such a pathetic little light," and you crank it up to max and shine them in the eyes and they change their mind in a hurry. If for some reason I need a little bit more lighting capabilities, I also carry in a holster, the Quark AA2 Tactical. This is a tremendously bright and effective light. I keep it, this one you set to 2 different modes. I keep it on its max, and I also keep it on strobe for defensive purposes. You light somebody up with the strobe and they're gonna have a hard time seeing what your other hand's doing. So I keep that one in a holster. Unfortunately, I've had to go with an aftermarket holster for that, because the one that 4.7's sent with it, unfortunately it fell apart on me. So it's just rolling in a cheap generic light holster. My general cutting task blade is the cold steel Recon 1, the original Recon 1 with the ultra lock. I do like this knife. It gets thumped on quite a bit. Unfortunately, I can't say that all of this was from my hard usage. I actually got this knife for free, and it had been neglected and hadn't been taken care of. But I went ahead and sharpened it up. It stays extremely sharp, holds an edge very, very well, and is very solid. It works very well for the cutting tasks that I need it to do. If I need something that means a slightly more delicate blade to it, I carry the SOG Tac-Auto in the clip point partially serrated. This blade stays razor sharp. The steel, the AUS-8 steel, I believe that's what it is that SOG uses, fantastic, and it's done me very well. A couple things I've done to this knife: I've added a skateboard tape to the back and to the underneath front portion of this blade to have a good solid grip on the knife. No slippage at all. Yes, there is some jimping up here, but with the skateboard tape I get just that added bit of reach in case I need to use it in some sort of a defensive manner. This blade came damaged from the factory. Inside here, if we can get the Preon to help us, inside here, focus, you can see this little piece, this little indent or section in the handle where this pocket clip actually sticks into the area where the blade rests, and that was a perfect 90-degree angle coming out and made contact with the tip of the blade very close up to here. I don't think you'll even be able to see it anymore. I think it's been sharpened out. You can just barely tell that it's been there, but there was a fairly significant section of this blade that was damaged. So what I went ahead and did was I removed the pocket clip and then just took a Dremel and ground that down so then it sits flush on the inside of this blade, inside of the handle, doesn't make contact with the blade. Contacted the store that I deal with for my knife needs, and he said he was going to be contacting SOG and letting him know. He took a couple examples of the Tac-Autos in his shop, and sure enough, they all had the same issue, same area of metal that can make contact with the blade. I've only seen one review of this knife online where somebody actually made that comment, so if you have one or you're thinking of getting a Tac-Auto, just be aware of that. Any sort of blade play here can make contact with that section of the metal. Now, my main defensive blade for quite a while was the Cold Steel Coboon. I carried that at about 4 o'clock in the waistband, and it was concealed. It's got a nice sized blade on it. However, I have been having some issues with the sheath, that every time the blade comes out, there's some contact happening with the sheath and it loses edge real quick. Spoke with Anthony at customer service at Cold Steel. Great guy. If you have any issues with Cold Steel products, get a hold of Anthony. He's awesome. Helped me out quite a bit. He suggested go ahead and send the blade in, and I can see about getting a new sheath for it. But until that happens, I've replaced that blade with the Cold Steel Extra Large Espada. This is a knife. This thing is massive. However, despite popular belief, if you wear the proper pants, more specifically the 511 Tac-Lite Pro, you can EDC this blade with very, very little problems. This thing carries so well with this massive pocket clip and the pants being as deep pocketed as they are, that I occasionally, or more often than not, forget that it's even in my pocket. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It is massive, but it carries so well you can completely forget about it. It's got the thumb plate wave feature. This thing comes out of the pocket into action in a hurry. Cold Steel, gotta love it. I gotta clean this thing. It's kind of filthy. I was considering waiting and getting one of the G10 models, but God, this thing's just so beautiful. What a piece of art that Cold Steel made here. Oakleys, can't go anywhere without my Oakleys. I love this lens color. It makes everything, even cloudy days, makes everything just more comfortable on the eyes. And recently, I've become a CCW permit holder and have picked up the Springfield Subcompact XD in 9mm. This weapon is safe. We'll take a look. We are good to go. Safe direction. We're a safe weapon. You can see here I actually went ahead today and filled the letterings on some of this. Came out pretty cool. I like it. I may end up filling some of this here as well, and also filled in the top. I like that. I think it looks pretty cool. I saw somebody do this with a Glock pistol, and I mean, sorry Glock, but you can't beat that logo. It's just too cool looking. I carry this one with the 13 rounds plus one. I do carry one in the chamber, and I also carry the spare 16 round magazine that it came with in a single mag pouch holster. For my holster choice, I went ahead and picked up a Crossbreed Supertuck. Fantastic product. You cannot even tell that the holster is on you, and when you are carrying the weapon, I've just recently picked up the holster, so I've been wandering around the house with it, trying to break it in and start carrying the weapon with it as well. It is so comfortable, you forget that it's there. Great flexibility in the holster for the different positionings that you could decide you want to carry it in. All in all, very much worth the money. Took quite a while to get here. I understand that, you know, they're handmade and they're a small outfit, so it takes a while. If you've got the 80 bucks to buy one and a couple weeks to kill, I would strongly suggest ordering a Crossbreed Supertuck. You will not regret it. As I mentioned earlier, I exclusively wear 511 Tac-Light Pro pants, and I'm currently using the 511 trainer's belt. Fantastic heavy duty belt. The Springfield is not a light weapon. I think it's 26 ounces unloaded. I may be off on that. And between that and the Espada and all the other gear that I'm carrying, I need a good quality belt. Fantastic belt. I've had a couple other ones that I didn't like. I tried one by True Spec, hated it. It could not stay closed. I had another similar belt. I don't remember what the brand on that one was. It didn't do me any good either. So I went ahead and spent the money. It's like 40 bucks for the 511 belt, but very much worth it. So right now, this is what I EDC. I'm carrying this every day with me. The firearm has recently started to become carried as I've gotten my CCW in the past week. So that's fairly new to me. I've been carrying it around the house and taking it out, shooting, things like that. But I've just recently begun to conceal carry that weapon. The Espada, the SOG, cold steel, doing pretty good. So all in all, if you got any questions, I don't know who's gonna watch this. I'm gonna throw it up anyways. Send me a line. Anywho, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.